All right, surely you're up and moving around by now, rolling into the 8 o'clock hour on this Friday morning. Yes, sir, the weekend is just around the corner. Maybe the weekend's officially here. I'm okay with us starting it right now. Lance is in the studio. I'm Richard Cross. We're broadcasting live today for the Gallows Show from Smith County Emergency Hospital in Raleigh, Mississippi. For the first time in 25 years, a hospital setting here in Raleigh. They've got their state inspection coming up in the next few days, and it's funny, until those people check all the boxes and put the signature on it, you can't officially open, which I guess makes sense, but I don't know exactly when that date's going to be. But very, very soon, this facility going to be open, and the people here in Raleigh and in Smith County very excited about it. We are glad to be with you this morning, and I'm glad to welcome in this morning Representative Mark Tullos. He represents District 79, and that is parts of Jasper, Rankin, Scott, and Smith counties. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming by.
I'm glad to be here.
First of all, this facility, you immediately went to some of the pictures that were on the wall and said, I got to see if I know any of these people. Now, you didn't go to the horse and buggy picture, I don't think.
Yeah.
You didn't know any of them, did you? I
did not, but I've seen that picture many, many times, and that's the virgin pine forest when they were cutting down back in the early part of the 20th century. And
that's when pine was pine, right?
That is. And as a matter of fact, back when Eastman Gardner came through here to cut the timber, they attempted to give the county back a full section to preserve it so that people in the future could see what the virgin timber looked like, and the supervisors at that time decided they'd rather have the tax money than the timber, and that was a loss that we will never have again.
You know, it's incredible. I mean, I think everybody knows what a pine tree looks like, and we think about them, and fully grown pine trees are, 18 inches, 24 inches in diameter, and you look at some of the logs there from those pine trees from what did you say, early part of the 19th century?
20th century.
Okay, 20th century, so early 1900s. I mean, you're talking about huge pine trees.
That's correct. That's correct. And, I mean, you can look at it, and it's, I would say about 8 foot.
That's incredible. I mean, there are half a dozen people that are sitting on top of that log, and they're half the size of it.
Yes, sir.
It really is incredible. All right, so this facility, Smith County Emergency Hospital, 25 years. That's how long Smith County has gone without a hospital facility. And I think we're all well aware of the rural health care crisis that has existed, the problems that exist with this system. How big a deal is this for Raleigh and for Smith County?
It is a very big deal. You mentioned 25 years ago. As a matter of fact, it's been 25 years ago since I've been a patient here. I had injured myself and came down here just to get checked out, and Dr. Larry Gibson, who was running the emergency room at that time, I thought he'd just, tape it up and send me home, but he told me I needed to go get further treatment when I eventually had to have surgery. But as far as an emergency room, urgent care, it is very, very vital for small communities and counties like Smith County, because if you look around, we've got a nurse practitioner's office, Denise Harden. It's right across the street. Right down the street, we have what I refer to as Dr. Devlin, and I think she's moving back into Raleigh. And but as far as urgent care and immediate life care treatment,
right,
we have not had that. So, I think it's going to increase the survival rate for people in Smith County. It's going to ease the burden from other hospitals like McGee General, Covenant County Hospital, South Central Regional, and up in Scott County, Lackey, so that we do have a place right in the middle of the county to where patients can be brought to, especially if they've had heart attack, strokes, their severe injuries,
right.
And this gives them a place to come get immediate traumatic care. And I think it's very vital. As a matter of fact, when you look at communities like Raleigh and Smith County, if people are wanting to move into a county, we all know that education is one of the first and foremost boxes people check, and whether they have a hospital or an emergency room. So this is not just another box that is checked. And I think, and if you look at this facility, and like I said, I haven't been in this facility in 25 years, but it's so modernized, I am shocked at I
think if you had come in here 6 months ago, it would have looked exactly the same as it did 25 years ago.
I would agree.
But the transformation in the last 6-7 months is incredible.
That's correct. And as a matter of fact, 25 years ago, I'd been here probably 20 years before that. And so 45 years ago and 25 years ago, it hadn't changed.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say over the past 45 years, it hadn't changed.
It really is incredible. I think it's important to recognize, like, you're not coming here for hip replacement surgery.
That's correct.
Or to have, Tommy John surgery on the elbow. Those are subspecialty things, and you're going to be going other places. But when something happens at a ball game or at a family reunion or somebody falls at a church service or whatever, to be able to immediately get them to a care facility that is part of their community so that they can be stabilized, so that they can be evaluated, so you can figure out what the next steps are, that's really valuable.
It is. It most certainly is. And that has happened so many times here. And they use the football field to do airlifts. Mm-hmm. And now we have this facility. Right. And so I think like I said, it's going to increase survival rates. Sure. Because we have a lot of farmers. You have a lot of accidents on farms. We have, like you said, we have sports teams and players that are getting injured. We have a large elderly population. And so sure. When you have those heart attacks and those strokes, here's a place that may help increase the survival rate. So I'm so happy that this facility, that Mr. Gibbs and his organization has come in and has done what they've done, and we're just so happy, and we look forward to the future and what this facility will bring to Smith County. I go to church just south of here, maybe half a mile down the road, mm-hmm. and I didn't realize what was going on until I saw them paint the outside of the building, and then realized somebody was doing something to sure. this facility. And once they put the lettering on the outside, and I met Mr. Gibbs, and he explained to us what he was doing, and so I look forward to this moment, and I can't wait till the facility opens and they begin operation.
Let's go to the Capitol just for a second. Kind of finished week 3. A lot of committee meetings going on, a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. I think the biggest headline-grabbing story so far has been House Bill 1, the Build Up Mississippi Act that was the tax elimination act in Mississippi that came out of the House. We still have not seen a bill from the Senate. I keep being assured that there's one that's coming. I know there are a lot of people that are anxiously waiting on that. What are you hearing about that inside the Capitol?
As far as the Senate is concerned, I have not heard anything as far as the Senate bill. Now, I've heard that there will be one, but mm-hmm. I have not heard anything about the details. And I don't know if they're waiting for our bill to come down there. It's already been transferred down there,
right.
and I know they're still working on their Senate bills. I don't know if they're just going to do a strike all and put their language in our bill, but I think the Speaker and the Chairman has done a fantastic job on drafting language that accomplishes what we as conservatives, I think it accomplishes what the governor wants. I think it helps Mississippi. It helps attract businesses and corporations into the state of Mississippi. So I was happy with the language. I know there were questions about elderly people on a fixed income or individuals that are very limited in resources. They were somewhat concerned about increasing the sales tax. But I think if you do your budget, your monthly budget, I think it's pretty much a wash when you take into account the cut in the grocery tax.
Right.
Well, I was concerned with the diversionary tax that goes back to the municipalities, because you've been in Smith County and our municipalities, we get our tax, our operating funds from grocery store, from the sales tax or the diversionary tax. I was concerned with that, but the 1.5% increase in the sales tax, it would increase what Mize, Raleigh, Taylorsville, Polkville, and Silverina received by 15%. So I know there's still some questions, but I was very happy with the language that the speaker and his chairman came up with.
We're going to see where it goes. Representative Mark Tullos, thanks so much for coming by this morning. Congratulations to Raleigh and Smith County on this great facility. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes, sir.
Quick time out. Gallo Radio Show, SuperTalk Mississippi. We'll continue with you after this.